Good morning, and here we are for Wednesday's maths lesson. Yesterday we were looking at telling the time to the nearest 5 minutes, and today we are going to tell the time to the nearest minute. So today's activity is going to be on LBQ, which is learning by questions, and there will be the code for you to log in on the PDF and on Class Dojo. So if you are feeling really, really confident because you can tell the time and you're very happy with it, then you may, I give you permission again, you may go on to LBQ and you may go in, put the code in, and you can have a go at doing the questions by yourself, okay, and see how you get on. If you're not as confident or you want to do the whole lesson anyway, fantastic. That is what I like to hear. Let's go through the whole thing together. We're just going to have a few things to teach you first, and then we are going to have a go at LBQ as well. Okay then. So what are we doing today? Well, we are telling the time to the nearest minute. How are we going to do it? Well, we're still retrieving that old learning from previous year groups. And why are we doing it? That's so important thing so we can tell the time. Okay, we need to be able to tell the time in life. It's such a life skill, and especially next year. First things first then, let's rewind to yesterday. So can you tell me what is the time shown on these two analog clocks? Well, I can remember from yesterday that each number on a clock represents 5 minutes. And you can see that from those little dashes there is in between the big numbers. So each number represents 5 minutes. So if the minute hand, which is the long hand, I remember that from yesterday, is pointing at the 5, that means 5 lots of 5 minutes, which would be 25 minutes. So I know it's 25 minutes past. I then look at the small hand, and that tells me it's gone past the 3. So it's 25 minutes past 3. If I'm looking at the second one then, I can see I'm looking at the minutes hand, which is the long hand first, and I can tell it's 5 minutes before it gets to the hour. I look at the small hand, which is nearly at the 9, so I know it's 5 minutes to 9. Or I could also say it's 8:55. Well done if you got those right. Okay, so here is our discover for today. So we have got 3 friends, and they are in London, and they are by Big Ben. Okay, there's the clock in the background. And I want you to tell me, what time is it? And if you can tell the time in an analog clock, can you have a go at saying what it would be on a digital clock as well? There it is zoomed in a little bit for you. Okay, pause video, have a go. Right then, answer time. So we are looking at the minutes hand, and today we are going to the nearest minute. How many minutes are there in an hour? There are 60. And if you counted all those little dots, all the little dashes all the way around the outside, there would be 60 because each one is a minute. So looking at the long hand then, which is the minutes hand, if it was pointing at the 6, I would say it's 30 minutes or half past. So it's 30 minutes past the hour. If it was at the 7, it would be 25 minutes to or 35 minutes past the hour. But it's partway in between that. So I'm going to start at the 6 and I'm going to call that 30 minutes. And I'm going to count the lines until I get to the one that the minute hand is pointing at. So 30, 31, 32, 33. So I think this is showing 33 minutes past the hour. And I look at the hour hand, which is the short one, and it's gone past the 10. So this is the same as 33 minutes past 10, or on the digital clock, 10:33. But when we're talking about analog clock, we don't really say it like that. If it's gone past the half past, we talk about how many minutes to. So if the minute hand was on the 7, how many minutes to 11 would it be then? Well, it would be 25 minutes to. But this is 2 minutes beforehand, so it's 26, 27. So if we were being really specific, we would say this is 27 minutes to 11 or 10:33, because you can say either. Well done if you got that right. Okay then, so here is our kind of think together for today. I want to pause the video and tell me, what time is it? I know these are a little bit tricky to see, so I will give you 1 minute either side of the answer. And again, they are on the timetable if you want to zoom in a little bit more. Okay, answer time then. So I have zoomed in for you, and I've also used my computer tool to draw the extend the lines so it's a little bit clearer. But like I said, I will give you a minute either way. Okay then, so I'm looking at the minutes hand and I have extended it so I can see exactly which minute it is pointing at. And I think that this is, well, one would be five. If the hand was pointing at the one, it'd be 5 minutes past. So it's 6, 7, 8, 9. It's 9 minutes past 4. But I would give you the mark if you said 10 past, because I think it does look a little bit like it would say 10 past. Next one then. So again, I've extended that hand out there for you. So it is nearly at the 10. So the 10 would be 10 minutes to the hour, but it's 2 minutes before that. So I think it's 12 minutes to 5. The next one then, we've got Roman numerals this time, exciting, but remember they're just in exactly the same place as the normal numbers, and we can convert between Roman numerals and normal numbers as well. So this one is 1 to 3 minutes, and it's 3 minutes to 9, because x is 10, so 1 before x is 1 before 10, which would be 9. Last one then. So I've extended this, the minutes hand, and I can see that it's nearly at the 6, and the 6 will be 30 minutes past, but it's 2 minutes before that, so it's 28 minutes past, and I look at my hour hand, 28 minutes past 1. Really well done if you got those right. Okay then, so our independent activity today is going to be LBQ, which is learning by questions. So as always, I want you to open up a new internet page, and I want you to type in www.lbq.org/task. And your page should look like this. So this is the web address if you need it again. So when you're onto this page then, it should ask you for a code. I will tell you the code on Dojo, and then you need to type the code in and then press star, and you should be doing a learning by cues quiz all about time. Okay, so it will be all about time, about reading an analog clock. Okay, off we go. If you are struggling to get onto LBQ for whatever reason, I will go through just a few of the questions on this video as well, so you can play along with me. But if possible, really try and have a go at logging into the website, because then it will give you feedback as you go along, and I can see how you are doing. Okay, if you are struggling, we'll just go through a few of the questions here. So which hand on the clock is the hour hand? Is it the short hand or the longer hand? It is the shorter hand. Number 2, the analog clock shows the time 15 minutes to. Does it show 15 minutes past or 15 minutes to 2 o'clock? Well, hopefully you can all tell me it's 15 minutes past. Next one, how many minutes is it to the next hour? How many minutes to the next hour? Well, hopefully you can see it would be 5, 10, 15, 20. 20 minutes to the next hour. What time does the analog clock show? Well, 5 times 5 would be 25, so it's 25 past 7. Okay then, at 10 minutes past 11, what number does the minute hand point to? At 10 minutes past 11. Well, hopefully if it's 10 minutes past, you could tell me it needs to point at the number 2. The time on the clock is how many minutes to 12? Well, even though it is Roman numerals, you know, hopefully, that it's 5, 10 minutes. Okay, I've skipped forward a few so we can practice telling the time to the nearest minute. So what time does this clock show? Well, it shows 24 minutes past 11. The time is something minutes past 8. How many minutes? Well, if it's pointing at the 2, that would be 2 lots of 5, which would be 10 minutes, and it's 2 more past that, so it's 12 past 8. Okay, then, last question for today for us. But if you want to have a go at LBQ by yourself, please do. Which analogue clock shows 11 minutes past 7? Is it A, B, C, or D? "11 minutes past 7. Well, the answer is B. Why do you think that some people might have put C? Well, some people have put C because they've got the minutes hand and the hour hand the wrong way round. Okay, they've seen the 11 and they think, that must be something to do with the question. Okay, but remember, it's not. Each one of those numbers stands for 5 minutes. So it should be B, 11 minutes past 7. Right, really well done for today. We will be carrying on with our learning on time tomorrow, and we'll be converting between 12-hour and 24-hour clock. Bye.